Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. Tonight we've got a couple of different tracks, starting on Long Beach. I'm back in the Blitz ER34 that I was in, if anyone watched last night's stream. So yeah, we'll get drifting. If any of you guys have got any questions, I'll answer the usual ones straight away. It's Assetto Corsa on PC. It's available on Steam for usually somewhere between £5 and £10. And then this is a paid mod car and a track that somebody's converted out of another game, and then this morning I threw some clipping points and start line and that in so that we can all have a bit of a laugh and drift on here today, because to be honest, missing the fact we didn't get Long Beach this year, a bit of a shame, but you know, at least everybody's hopefully staying home, staying safe, doing what they can. So yeah, right guys, Paul's just being king of the cone apparently in the middle of the road.
Yeah, sorry, Paul.
Arm wide. Oh, yep. I'm not going to go in the wall though.
I couldn't exactly turn in there. Oh, okay, bro.
Right.
Oh, I'm typing this late. It's very late.
For everyone watching, we haven't exactly done many practice runs on this. About 15 minutes, if that. I will just check that and turn it up on the game sound. Not quite sure why that's not coming through.
Red Corolla.
Can people hear the game sound now?
Looks good in red, doesn't it, Paul?
It does. Whoa! That was not intentional. You slowed up so much. That's because I was going to crash.
Why is that not picking it up? It should be.
Yes,
Ah, cool. People can hear it now. That's right then.
This car's not bad.
They're all pretty much the same car, Lewis.
I know.
It's just your bad driving once in a... Well, I say once in a while. No, every night. Oh, Paul found the wall.
Ow! I'm sorry, my brakes didn't work. That's Lewis's excuse, get your own. Sorry, my handbrake didn't work.
Hi Matt, how you doing tonight? How you doing, Ash? You should come join us. What's Craig doing? Put his lights on.
He's trying to work out how to change his view. He's outside his car now, and that doesn't work.
F1.
F1.
F1 cycles through the views.
F1. Ah, there we go. No, still gonna be there. That's better. Done. Quick, now quick.
Oh, no. No, that was a bad run. I got a bit too close to you on the exit of turn 1 Paul and messed myself up on transition. Get on the back of this one.
Hey, you broke your own rules straight away.
No, I meant where we had people last night tearing through the lead lane, not doing the chicane.
Oh, right, like Tristan not doing leads.
Because it messes it up for the chase lane actually doing like decent close runs. It's impossible to do if the leader doesn't do the chicane.
You've just missed 2 runs, Paul, where I did lead.
Right.
Hi, Dios mijo!
Oh. Sorry, got messy around the end there, didn't we?
That wasn't your fault, Craig. I think Lewis was literally pushing you continuously through the last clips.
Maybe a bit too much.
It is a fun car, Lewis.
Sorry, Matt. This one's private lobby again tonight, but we're going to run public lobby on Friday night next week. Join the Discord and jump in there. But I was just saying to Ash that's just commented just above you, because he's one of the regular members in here, telling him to get off of watching the live stream and come join us. Sacrificing my line, trying to catch up here.
Oh. Sorry.
Right.
That's alright.
Is everyone in
Got-
4th for most
got
of the
greedy.
stuff other than the hairpin?
Oh, shortcut!
Yeah, only to return like the tiniest bit. It doesn't really shortcut much of it, Paul. You still have to drive a long way back against traffic.
Right.
Yeah, Matt, come and join us in the public session on Friday. We'll probably be running, well, whatever tracks people want, really. And then I'll probably put this set of data onto some cars for us all to have a laugh with.
Terrible. Sorry.
I hesitated there because I didn't really know what Lewis was doing.
I don't think I knew what I was doing either. I just seem to have no power.
Ah!
Come on, Craig. Keep it going.
Trying. Oh.
Yeah, I'll jump back into some
This is Assetto Corsa on PC.
Oh, neutral. Come on, you.
I love that transition there. You have to be so aggressive to get it to actually get the inside.
Oh, I was there.
Have you done any runs yet, Brennan, the MX-5?
He's washing his hands.
Why am I in this
Well, his car
lead?
started moving. I don't know why you're in
Yeah.
that lane.
I forgot to.
Tristan's in the lead lane and going nowhere.
Just gonna.
Oh, mother!
I dodged the front of Tristan's car. I saw it flash across the bottom of my screen, so I know I was close.
Sorry, Tristan.
Craig
Right.
came in like a
Oh, I hit that
wrecking
wall, though.
ball.
No,
Right.
no one behind me. I got left at the start line by you all.
Sorry.
Oh my
Right.
god!
We've got 200 people watching, guys. What useful things can we find out off the community?
What's the favorite cars? I don't know.
Turbo. Supercharger.
Oh, okay. I forgot I'm in the lead.
How many of you are subscribed to Craig Does Crash?
Bloody
Yeah.
hell.
Oh. I'm here for the entertainment,
Lewis.
guys. Not for the driving.
I landed it.
Right.
I don't know how I ended up there.
Craig goes crash. Here we go. Fourth
I
time
think
lucky.
that's what you may need to change it to.
We're gonna find that out on Friday when I actually take the car out for its first time ever.
Oh, really?
Yep.
At Driftland, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Private day or like a
Private though, that's all they're doing. There's no like,
just
can't
booking
do
it as a group of
public
mates
days at
kind
the
of thing?
moment with all the COVID stuff. So, yeah, we've got like 10 of us though going, so it'd be a good and like a good number of competition cars. So,
That's good,
so
because
finally,
the days I'm doing at Three Sisters, I did last Sunday, and I'm doing next Sunday. They're socially distanced drift days, so they're limited. I think there was like 35, maybe 40 drivers, but their crews pretty much stayed in the area where they were pitted. The pits were spaced out and really quite decent distance between each driver.
Yeah.
And then there was only 5 media, no spectators, and the atmosphere was really weird, but you know, we got some drifting, so
yeah. See, the atmosphere is weird for those people outside the cars. Social distancing when driving a drift car is fine.
yeah,
Just means you don't have a passenger.
yeah. You can just see where it makes a big issue, and that's why Drift Cup's not going ahead.
Aye,
Because
all the
you
competition
can't
stuff,
have-
it totally, yeah.
Yeah, competition is just not the same without the crowd, and
But it's also financially, it's impossible. Like these tracks, you know, it's not just a case of, you know, like Drift Cup and that, they need to make money. It's not just for everyone to get
Yeah.
to watch drifting. It's got to be some money made, and spectators are needed for money.
away from that as well, you've got drivers that obviously have, you know, illnesses, concerns, whatever their choice or reason is. You've not got every driver that wants to go and run either. They've got their own reasons to not be out. Lewis, doing the lead. Do the lead, Lewis.
Yeah, like for Driftland, what they're doing is they're only doing private days, and then so that is a limited number. Like 10 is quite a lot of drivers, and then you're allowed one pit crew, and then all the pit spaces are marked. So you've got to arrive and you've got to stay in your pit space. You're not allowed to mingle, and then
Yeah, that's pretty much what Three Sisters did.
yeah, and then like even for doing like the driver's briefing, they do that over a tannoid, so we don't all need to go into like the hut to get it done. So
Yeah, they did in the pit lane at Three Sisters. They marked on the ground, and everybody had to stand on a marker. And they did it.
Before, and I'll say it again, but this is where you need your track-wide Discord.
I've been thinking about trying to get some friends. So should we all go if we're
What? Just full
on a
stop some
day?
friends, not to go drifting, just some
Yeah,
friends.
just be friends. It's the only reason I'm here, guys.
We're not classed as your friends, thanks. Now we know
Yeah,
what
I'm
you think
not
of us.
I think the rule of this stream should be support your local drift community. Support-
Craig's not local, he doesn't need any support. He's like 350 miles away from me.
I'll come and visit, guys. Now I know you all. I'll come and visit.
Yeah, I don't have a local drift community anymore. What am I supposed to be supporting?
your
Yeah,
local hero district.
don't move close to another track, Bryn. You move close to them, they close down.
I was.
Oh god.
You're banned from Scotland, then, Bryn.
I'm under the map.
This is my two options. I was going to go to
Rob.
Scotland or Teesside.
I just fell under the truck.
Rob, you could mention that little competition that's going on.
Oh.
Why am I oblivious to what you're on about? Maybe I've...
It's to do with drifting.
A competition to do with drifting. Real life or not real
Oh,
life?
you're on about the IDS thing?
Yeah.
That is something that everyone should go support.
Yes.
Oh. I bought 2 tickets.
I mean, I got mine straight away. If anyone hasn't seen this and know what we're on about, the Irish Drift Series,
is that?
in order to fund their live stream
Lewis?
this year, have put up 1,500 stickers in their store at €20 a piece. and one person that buys a sticker wins a ride, getting to use Dave Egan's practice day car at the final round of the championship. All expenses paid except travel, I guess. So, you know.
It's not a rut. You get to drive it. You get to drive.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what I mean. Yeah,
competition.
you get to drive the car in the competition, but you just not get paid travel to get there. So it's open to anybody from the world, as far as I understand.
Yeah, and as far as I'm understand, you're not paying to fix it.
No, but you are.
I mean, I'm sure they'll get you to sign a disclaimer so you don't just go, I'm going to backy this in on Mondello's first corner.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But in drifting, if you're not breaking fiberglass.
You're not trying hard enough.
These days, you gotta.
I mean, they hope that Lewis doesn't win.
Sorry.
Ugh.
How did I make it through that?
I
made it
don't
through it
even
all
know.
somehow.
That's terrifying.
Bryn did a fail in the MX-5.
I mean,
Yeah,
nobody's track
no,
yet, but nobody's ever in the lead lane.
Bryn's fail was quite helped by Craig's fail.
Yeah, I thought I'd managed to.
Yeah, no, Bryn. No, Bryn.
Ah,
that's
bailed on
all
that
you,
one.
Bryn. That was all you.
That was all me. I don't think my handbrake's quite right.
Is
There's
it
not
because
a
you put
bar
spring
that
on
tells
it?
you how much braking it's doing.
Right.
Is there?
There is if you've got it set to an axis in Content Manager.
I have. Oh, I have to go out to content managers. to check
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'm not doing that. We'll just say that one of my rear calipers is seized.
Out of it.
Well, I mean, it is one of your cars.
Hey, my cars are in perfect mechanical condition all the time.
I don't think
Apart from the fact
it's
that the
running, is
engine
it?
isn't all there.
Well, that's because there's a new one being built.
Although you can't say anything, Paul, because yours doesn't idle.
Yeah, that you're meant to be helping with for the
Yeah.
last 4 days.
Yeah, yours doesn't run, and you didn't take it apart by choice, so...
Well, I did mess with something I probably should not have.
Well, there we go.
Listen, Mr. I Build Engines.
Design, there's a big difference.
Yes,
he
I
draws
designed
engines. He's a fancy artist.
Yeah. Building engines is new to me.
Hey Declan, join us in Discord and we will sort it all out for you.
That first corner's a doozy, huh?
Craig does a misshift.
Yeah, all the
Craig
time.
does many crashes.
And I've actually even got the stuff to fix that mischief
Oh.
issue. I
Oh,
don't-
oh, I got so many messages coming in so many places I got distracted. Right.
Crap. I have to back out again and give him the link.
Rob John
Oh,
Lee.
Rob's seen it.
Oh no, oh no.
I'm just,
I broke the trading.
I'm just sending Steve the link now.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, but he needs the
Um,
track. We need to remind him there.
Can we, Tristan? Can you have a look to do the usual message to Declan Byrne, who just joined? Obviously, with the usual caveat of private content, obviously.
I got the link for the con.
You send it to Declan, I'll sort Steve.
Bryn was flying into my door. Craig,
Yeah,
do a lead. I like chasing when I'm on stream.
Okay,
Better for the fans to watch.
fourth gear.
What's the start of his Discord name?
Just double check, but I think Declan Byrne just joined the Discord under literally just Declan. Oh no, he's just joined it again now as Declan Byrne. 2 accounts to add to the confusion. Faster, Craig, faster. More speed.
Trying.
Oh no! I'm looking in the wrong place.
That was a nice run through there.
Oh,
Which one am I sending it to? Declan Byrne or Declan?
just drive along the wall.
Declan Byrne.
Is the one-
Send it to that
Declan's
account.
the one- Declan's the one that's on Assetto, and Declan Byrne is like on his phone.
Oh, I don't know. Message him and find out which one he's actually on.
sorry.
Oh, Craig.
You don't act.
No.
You should have seen them. Right, I'm gonna try again.
Declan, if you're still watching the stream, which Discord account are you actually using right now? Because we need to send you it on the one that you're actually on your PC on, so you can get the content and get in.
Also,
Yeah,
Ryan, why are you not joining?
I'm trying to sort out my handbrake.
Not Ryan. Not Brian. Ryan.
He says send it on his phone one, please.
Okay, okay. There is the link for the items that you may need.
Oh, damn it.
Right.
Hey.
Steve, everything as well.
Here we go.
Oh, no, Robin coming
Classic,
hot behind
classic
you.
Japanese liveried cars here. Which does the fan base prefer? The Subaru of Team Orange, or the Blitz ER34?
Oh, them walls. I think.
Which account will he be joining the? Will he be joining the chatting?
Oh, no
Probably
idea.
His phone one. Probably his phone one as well. He's probably using the phone as a mic.
Come in.
Yep, I've just set that one so you can join. Lewis!
I'm trying to catch up.
Well, there's a hairpin there to slow down at.
Yeah, but he uses you as a pet.
Yeah, I made it, Ryan. Fine.
Dick.
Oh yeah,
How's things?
not too bad yourself.
I'm sure if I was any better, I'd be too good.
Oh, brilliant.
What is it?
You never talk like that to us. Another Irish person joins and you change. It's just brilliant.
It's just normal.
Love it.
And his accent went stronger.
You see, I can speak normally to him because he knows the lingo and all the.
Oh, alright, okay.
I know the lingo.
So if I was to say, "Oh, what's the crack with ya?" What would that mean?
How you getting on?
What's going
All
on?
those things.
What's going on?
How the boys?
How the boys?
No, it's not. It's not. What's going? How are you getting on? There's no O in that the language.
There you go. There you go, Paul. You're getting corrected now.
Any viewers?
What?
Any viewers? No fiends, no viewers, no nothing.
No.
No, well, now you're not speaking English.
I have no idea. A viewer is a how can I describe this without sounding bad on stream?
Sorry, Rob.
It's a viewer
Viewer
is
is
a
a
lady.
very attractive woman.
Yes.
It's the most culty, or not culty. I don't understand what culty is either.
Yeah, English language, guys.
It's
If
the
you're-
most
I
slang
wonder what the
language.
subtitles are doing at the moment.
Essentially,
I
if you're from
don't
the
even
city-
want to look.
If you're from the city, anyone else that lives in the
Go on, Lewis, do a
countryside
lead.
is a culty, aka a farmer.
Right. Who thought on a Sunday night they'd come on and watch a gaming live stream and learn Irish slang?
Learn Irish.
Yeah, this is a slippery slope, lads. A very slippery slope.
So the tracks you will need will be for tonight Long Beach and Mandela that's on that link I sent you.
Yeah.
I'm going to wind up the old treadmill here and get it downloading as quick as I can.
Yeah, your internet's probably as bad as mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very shit now.
We
Typical
need
Irish
I mean,
internet.
it's fairly. No, that's
Yeah, the subtitles.
Craig does static.
Ow, ow, ow.
There's a KB fine coming in. I was waiting for everyone. So we could get a train going.
a long time since I was last talking to you.
Oh,
Last time I
God.
was talking to you, you were in Kilkenny for a festival of drift, and you were enjoying beverages.
I got you, Steve.
Oh, are you talking to me?
He's often
Yeah.
doing that while streaming with us.
Well, I am doing that now, but yeah, I
Same.
was definitely enjoying beverages that night. I enjoyed them so much. The day afterwards, when I had to drift, I creamed my road on a curb doing donuts.
Yeah, I specifically remember watching you doing donuts and going, he's after hitting something. Yeah, he's still drunk.
That's the link for the server as well, Dick.
And then I blew my engine on that, because what do you call it? I went out and I did a lap, stuck it into the tire or into the hay-bales.
I kept it. I thought you were going back to pits. I was like, no, I'll stay in.
And then when I went back on the track,
Right,
the
I'll
car
go at the back of
was
this train.
everything, and it was all because my boost pipe had come off my actuator, so I was running unlimited boost.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
SR didn't like that.
Yeah,
2.6 bar.
I think there was bad luck for a lot of S40 XR that week, because I absolutely took every toot off of my gearbox set of gears. When was that? Yeah, I went back to celebrate and decided to do donuts near the pits and made shit in my gearbox.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it. It's up on a lift at the moment. Like a spaceship. It's a very expensive ornament at the moment because it has absolutely nothing in it. But yeah, I was going down the lines of building it, but it's just got another rocky road.
Are you doing
It's
anything
just
this season, or?
No plans this season, but my objective with the car is to come back competitive.
Yeah.
Been a long time since you took a photo of it, Robert.
It has. I managed to get to Ireland once last year. I tell you what it was. So, I used to come to Ireland to see when Jack Shanahan was finally going to win around an Ireland.
Yeah.
Because I was there when he did his first UK win, and I was there when he did his championship. I was the championship photographer when he did his first British Drift Championship, and I was there when he did his double, and like I got a signed Irish flag and that, and used it all in the championship photos and that when he did the title, and I kept it. And I was like, I really want to see when he wins an Ireland and that, and I was coming over all the time for that, as many times as I could, and what's now my wife, Sally, was coming over with me, and she got to know the Shanahans really well, so it was like, it became a little bit of a second home for a long time. And then I just got really busy with other stuff, and in recent years I get over like maybe once a year, once every other year sometimes. And it's a shame really, because you know,
You were there for my event because
for Moy was
really
awesome.
I remember a really cool photo you took of my car, but you probably remember the battle with Duck and Jack in the final, when Jack was driving Connor's 180 and Dwayne was driving his own 180.
That whole event
taking
was
the wingers
incredible.
off each other. Yeah, that was really good.
That's going back.
I sat in a rain gully lower than the tarmac of the track in order to shoot that event at like tarmac level. And then when I released my photos, everybody was like, "How the hell have you done that?" And like showing daylight
wondering
under
how
the
the photos
cars,
were
and I was
so
just
low.
like, I was literally sat in water on a breeze block.
Oh, man. I actually remember that the photos were really low. I actually couldn't understand it either, but I was like, Jesus, he's fierce good at Photoshop.
Yeah, I was in front of the crowd, just sat so low down, but I loved that event. And what was so funny about that as well was I just booked a cheap B&B, didn't really look where it was. I can't even remember what it was called. But when me and Sally arrived, we weren't married or anything at the time, weren't even engaged, and it was a fairly religious place, and it was like next to a place where someone had seen the Virgin Mary in the water, and there was a monastery, and then this B&B, and we pulled up and we're like, oh no. And then they were like, oh, are you two married? And we're like, no, and got frowning looks and stuff. We're like, oh, whoops.
I can tell you now, that was just selling points. They didn't see shit.
Oh yeah. But like, my other half was like, did you even look at this place before booking it? And I'm like, nah, it was a cheap B&B. Why would I care? She was just like, you couldn't have picked somewhere more religious. And I'm like, yeah, I probably would have booked somewhere else if I'm honest.
All this song was pound signs.
I was just, no, it was really cheap. It was the cheapest place within 20-minute drive of Fermoy. That was why I booked it.
Next time you need to book as Mr. and Mrs. Everything Drift.
Or Mr. and Mr.
Well, she is now Mr. and she is now Mrs. Everything Drift, so
Terrible name. Oh.
Try booking a hotel under a Mr. and Miss Smith. I tell you, it's like
Which one? Oh.
To be fair, I went on a school trip with someone once who had the same surname as me, and they decided that we were married. That was kind of odd.
Married in secondary school. Perfect.
Yeah.
Man or women?
Were
No,
both
a
of you
girl,
making
she was a friend of
cocktails?
mine, but yeah, they gave us like the same room because they thought we were married. We're like, no.
Who was the first person to correct them?
Oh, I can't remember. Hopefully a teacher.
Did you act like you were married in the same room?
maybe she really wanted something to happen and had arranged it.
What,
And you
you
just
know
shot
that
her
you-
down.
That you stayed down in the pub while she went to bed.
How can I say this? Secure your vows.
That's like
Whoa.
12.
That's to make the one.
Did you christen the headboard off the wall?
How long you got to go on these downloads?
Uh,
Say, there's best part of 2 gig of cars.
yeah, another 9 minutes.
Oh, jeez. That was a bit frightening.
Rob just likes
For
to
some
press
reason, I
back
just
the pick button
decided-
late.
I just decided to download the whole AC file, so yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a lot, but I don't know if you
True.
already got the message, but they're all private links, so just keep them to yourself.
Yeah, no problem at all. I tell you, if I actually manage to share this with anyone, an achievement in itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome to join whenever you want. We're on here all the time. We stream pretty much every weekend, and then we're on, like, you'll see in the Discord, in the team chat bit, just most nights there's somebody asking if anyone's on for any drifting and that.
Where did y'all go?
Back to pits.
Well, everybody crashed, so back to pits.
Well, to be fair, it was you and Bolt.
Well, I didn't cause
Hold
it.
on a minute.
Okay, Bolt.
I'll take the blame.
Maybe once a week. What's your name again? Because I want to ask you something about your profile picture.
I think that's
Right.
brilliant.
Where is that car now?
That is in my possession in County Galway.
What?
That's in my possession in County Galway.
Is that Matthew Quinn's old car?
No, it used to be a fella from Waterford that used to have it.
Right. That's Jimmy's old car, is it?
Give me a second, I'm trying to remember his name. I bought off a fella local to me.
Do you know the 074 car that used to be?
Oh, Ryan
I
Turner.
think so, yeah. Had Nismo badges on the side and was purple, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No. This one, if you ever seen Juicebox episode where there's a dude showing off his, the red 180SX, where it's like it used to be a show car in Japan.
That's it. Yeah, that's Jimmy's old car. That's why I was thinking. I saw it just from the picture. I thought it was Matthew's old car, and I've been wondering where that car has gone. That's not a cool car as well.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, she's had a lot of work done. She'll have a lot more work to be done.
Soon she'll idle.
I think that is absolutely amazing, though, that you called him by the nickname that I set. His name in the server for a long time was I tandem every day, and we decided this week that it's a blatant lie because he's hardly ever in the server. So it started out as rarely and never on live stream. He joined us last night, so it became maybe once in a while.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That's
I'm very
just
sorry
racist.
for I'm very sorry for calling you that, but
Well,
you know,
It's the only thing. It's the only thing you had to go by. So
I am reading what's in front of me.
yeah.
which is all facts.
If the shoe fits, sit that bitch up.
Bloody hell.
I was just about to say, Craig, you're getting better at that until you hit the wall.
Yeah.
I think
No,
that's
I was on a big catch up there, and then I was like, oh.
The
And I
speed and
thought-
line was really good until you hit the wall.
Yeah. So probably both of those things weren't that good.
So,
Kev's gone and put in the chat poll, I tandem occasionally.
Oh, come on, Seth.
Where is Kev?
Oh.
What's he doing?
Craig misshifts every run, apparently.
That's my Instagram account. If you want to have a look at the car properly, you'll be able to see
Does
it.
that also say I tandem once a week?
No, shut your pie face.
Interesting
No,
effect.
his Instagram handle is I own a 180SX, I drive it maybe once a year.
Hey, listen. Insurance is a killer here in Ireland.
Yeah, does that really
Yeah.
matter, Lawrence? I don't think that's really a requirement. I think having fun is a requirement.
What's the requirement?
Someone's put in the chat that we all can't drift.
Oh.
I mean, when people don't crash, it's a pretty difficult track to get past someone that crashes.
all
But
I'm going to say is, lads, I'm going to wipe the floor with you because I am also very.
ah, stay. my point exactly. It's hard to get past a crashing car on this track.
I'll go at the back. Get off me watch. I've got my son trying to grab my watch now, which isn't helping.
Yeah, I just did a lap without touching the wall. I know.
Yeah, and I was chasing it.
That was pretty good.
I was just going down through Facebook and I caught the live stream and I saw the Blitz skyline with the OG Blitz logo on the back. I was like,
Who's left? Right.
yeah.
I'll come in.
Ah. Oh, I gotta pee.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
I swear,
No,
half the
instantly-
time I get that fine, and half the time you're just sailing off, aren't you?
What gear are you in?
Fourth.
I enter in fourth.
Fourth and then
if you
third for
go
the hairpin.
third, right, you get way more drive forward and it pulls you through that corner a lot easier. I've been
Is
like,
it entering in third?
Bryn,
Or dropping
what
third?
was that?
I'm dropping down to third just as I enter, and then I drive through it. I was finding fourth, but doing exactly the same thing as you.
Bryn
Right.
just decided to turn right into me after he came out the chicane.
Oh, I had a little bit of a lag spike, and then I assume that's what caused that. Nice, good tip, Craig.
You have the other problem, but I bet you can just dial it back from there and you'll be grand. I was like, that was very overcommitted.
I tagged the wall on the entry to the hairpin.
What gear is everyone entering?
I'm
Fourth.
going third. I'm finding third helps me anyway.
I'm in fourth.
Oh. Entering fourth, drop to third is working for me.
So I stay in fourth till the hairpin, and then drop
Same.
to third.
Oh, nah, I'm out. Oh, what am I doing?
Right.
Go hold that.
What are people wanting as the second track tonight? Mondello again?
Yep.
Yeah, Mondello.
It's the old layout too, so
2016 Global Warfare layout.
So what's the advice here, right? Straight to content or file really?
Say what?
Do I put these into the files individually or put them in the
Dra-
content manager straight
drag
away?
it.
Content
Drag
manager's
them in.
easiest.
Yeah, grand job.
Go on, Lewis, your lead lane now. Sorry guys, I was trying to avoid Lewis as he spun out.
Is it? Paul doing donuts on the start line.
Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. I'm king of the corn, boy.
Yeah, I'm going tame.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go in on hot. And you still get hit by Craig.
Nudged.
Oh no!
The force from Craig pushed me through it.
No, that I saved you there. That was a save.
You did to me. You were like, you're not being involved in the crash. Keep going through.
Oh, how many
Oh,
fingers?
we got pit music.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, Bren, I thought you'd run wide.
I think I had gone a bit wide, but I managed to
Yeah,
get
you didn't make it to clip 2.
Oh, that was very aggressive from me. Oh.
Oh.
Lewis! Lewis!
Still not getting that right.
The rest of the run was incredible, and then you just wrecking balled.
Look at that bloody entry right there. Sorry, Paul. Put me in the wall now.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna do something because it just makes sense.
I was waiting for Brady.
I'm gonna wait for you for the corner, like. Somebody's playing with me. It's happening.
Keep over straight in that corner.
Rolling burnout the whole track until you catch up.
I think generally people are entering a little bit too late. People are still trying to do the flick as they come through the initiation line. And it's putting them wide on clip 2.
I'll be happy if you just make it around the
Oh,
first corner.
Oh,
Limits 5 is
Oh.
fast.
I was nailing
Rob.
that
Was that me?
for the first
Yeah,
time.
I was slowing down because of what was going on in front.
Oh, so it was some people in front.
Just blame me again.
To be fair, I was following a car that's the length of the track.
Yeah, I got the biggest track on here. Biggest car on here. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, like, it is the stupidest thing to pick for this track, but I like it. It drives nice.
Sorry,
You
Paul.
B word.
Ah.
I'm scared Lewis is round the hairpin with me. You're gonna die. I hope I'm not too early.
I got lag.
Oh, sorry.
Gotten a bit unhappy now as well.
Did you try initiating just like half a car length earlier, Craig?
I will try. Oh!
What's the... Lewis! Lewis!
I'll
How
keep
did
the
you
wall.
get there, Paul?
Ah,
How did you get
You'll find
all
that you
way
get
back?
slowed into clip 2 better and get your power down toward 3 and then down to 4 rather than still trying to slow through clip 2. It's a lot nicer.
Slow first.
Yeah, slow on the way into clip 2 and then accelerate out rather than slowing after clip 2. Like, if you're still slowing after clip 2, you've gone in too quick. Initiate earlier. That's what I mean. When I was following Craig, that's what he was doing.
oh, come on, it
I got completely pushed out there.
Right. Oh. You're gonna show me what to do.
One of them, Lewis.
Ah, tag the wall too much.
I'm gonna have a nickname after this called Technical Difficulty Declan. Yeah, I
Okay.
can't get the download to go on. It's yeah, it's not working. I don't know why.
What
Have you
do
extracted the file into its individual downloads? Rather than just trying to drag one massive AC server files into it?
I'm gonna say yes. Confident.
You know how to share your screen?
No.
Down the bottom you'll see voice connected down the bottom left. Below that you'll see video. And then to the right of that you'll see share your screen. Click share your screen. Then you'll see like a bunch of windows and like at the top applications and screens. Click screens. And then click the screen you're using and then go live.
Tech support Paul to the rescue.
Oh
Tech
wait, no, yeah,
support,
no, I'm on
if you
my phone.
will.
Oh right.
That was nice, Craig.
Thank you.
I think.
You were there. It was nice watching that little pink car.
Let's go again. I think I've got my entry point now. Oh, I went a bit fast.
You still got it. You still got space. Go.
Ah!
You turked it.
Rob lied to me. He said it's impossible to hit the walls in the MX-5.
No, I said it's easier to avoid them in that. It's such a small car.
Oh, a bit fast.
Ah, a bit early.
Has everyone got a back to pit button set up on their wheel?
Yeah.
I'll share my screen so you can see what the problem could be.
Right, okay. I'll try and look at it. No, ready?
Shy off everything.
Paul, do you want to drop into one of the other voice channels briefly?
Yeah. Jump into Matsuri channel 1.
Oh. I was all over I missed pretty much every clip I think there. That was pretty rubbish. But we didn't hit a wall.
Oh, didn't it? Well, we were shy of all the safe line.
Yeah. We had just turked the cars, so we were just like we needed to shake our head out. Oh.
This is definitely the most difficult track we've done in a while.
Yeah.
Just
But it is
the
rewarding when you
continuous
get it.
walls.
But it's so rewarding when you get it.
Ah, I lost my gear stick.
Where did it go?
On the floor, it shouldn't be there. It should be attached to this thing.
When I first started playing the setup at my friend's house, his gear stick wouldn't stay attached to the table, so eventually he gave it to me and told me to change gears for him. That was the experience.
Really? You've set me up for that and we're on stream.
It's the best time. When I'm immune.
Can someone in the chat, put the comment of, yeah.
What?
Tristan wants to abuse me, but he's being very tame.
Well, you did open it up for the abuse, to be fair.
Oh, sorry, Justin.
Lewis, try a flick slightly earlier.
Ah,
Oh look, the pink car and then the other car with pink headlights.
yeah. My headlights don't go up, but they were up on Rob's stream.
What are you on about? The headlights don't go up.
My headlights appear to be very much down.
No, they're sleepy eyes on the MX-5.
They are not on my screen.
What do you mean they're not? They are on mine.
Yes, that's what I just said. They are down on my screen. but
They're not.
up on yours.
Well, how? The only way that's possible is you don't have the same update of the car that I sent you. You never installed it because they
I would
don't
be
move.
surprised.
That's the thing, they literally don't move.
Yeah, I know. I just remember it from last night, thinking, hang on a minute. Should I re-download it?
Not bad there, Craig, till the hairpin.
I went in too deep. Tried to throw it in too hard.
Go grab me, Rob.
Sure. Someone's left a comment saying they're going to wait to do drifting in Gran Turismo 7.
Gran Turismo drifting has always been quite terrible.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Like, as a racing game, incredible.
Yeah, even on GT Sport where I met Ryan, it wasn't the greatest.
I haven't tried it in a long time, to be fair.
It's not good.
Button broken up, sorry.
And you used to get abuse from people if you put anything other than comfort hard tyres on.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you're not doing it right, you've got sports softs. Yes, I want to go fast, thank you.
But I also haven't tried any drifting in Forza because I don't have that either, so...
Fairly terrible as well.
Oh, crap.
Oh, Brian!
Oh!
Right.
Oh,
Anyone that has a back to pit button, if you realise you're going in the wall, start pressing it before you hit the wall.
You can't press it. Pressing it before you hit the wall is pretty impressive.
You can start... if you know you're going to go in the wall, you can start hitting it beforehand. If you know 100% you're going wide...
If I knew I was going in the wall, I wouldn't have gone in the wall.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that. I'm always going to save it.
And that is the misplaced confidence that
Yeah.
competition drifting is based on.
Yeah. Misplaced confidence of a Scot.
Yeah. It's probably just the alcohol.
Got 10 more minutes and then we'll switch over to Mondello. And hopefully, hopefully Paul can get Declan sorted out. Right. Sorry guys, I want to go somewhere toward the back.
I put my turbo down. That
You didn't want to be doing that.
10% turbo is not what I wanted for this track.
No wonder I had to brake on entry.
Your boost hoses has fallen off there, Craig.
I was like, well, yeah, true. No, when that happens, it's unlimited boost. Oh, now we're ripping.
Look at him, he's losing control from all the extra power. Ooh, no. It's the first time I've hit that wall. Come on then, Mr. Boosty Boy.
Boost! We're only at 70% boost. I've gone down in boost.
What do you keep doing? Are you just choosing to change it, or are you just accidentally doing it?
No, can't see a thing. I don't choose to do anything important in this game. I hold on to the steering wheel, and then I hold on to the gear stick, which sometimes falls off, and it's moved again.
Sorry, Lewis.
There we go. Hey, clapping our hands for us there. We did good.
We're the best.
We are definitely the best in our team.
If we ever do a team event, I'm choosing Craig.
Yep.
Team the best in our team.
We already did a team event once. I thought we proved that Max is the A-star person to have on your team.
Yeah, but we can't have me and Max in the same team.
Is this not Max speaking?
It'll rip a hole in the time-space continuum. No, it's not Max. Like,
Oh.
Oh no! Oh, who's it? Oh, come on, keep going. Ah! Oh!
You stopped dead when you hit the serrated bit, didn't you?
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it's serrated. It's pointing out towards you, that's why. You hit the end of a wall.
I mean, it should rip the end of the car off, fair play. But the front end of the car should have made it to the next clip.
Oh, sorry, though. He can hit me and I'm sitting on the start line.
Woo.
We're ready, team.
Lewis!
Team, go! Leave the rest for dead.
Maybe that's our team name.
Oh, woo! Getting this, getting the rhythm.
Ooh. Note to self: always turn into the middle.
Yeah, the pits is on either side.
Oh, Tristan, your headlights are down, my friend. Do you
I
forget
know
that?
that it's... you know it's got a life of its own. I have no control.
Remind me to
Sounds
re-download
like my
the
brakes.
MX-5 when we change.
To do what?
Re-download this MX-5 when we change tracks.
Yeah.
And I need to get in the red 86.
Well, I'm going to do one more lap and then I'm going to start to set the server up so you guys will get a couple more laps yet. I'll go do the change.
You alright with me?
Lewis! Jesus, boy.
We bunched up a bit there all of a sudden, boys.
Yeah, mine went too wide in the first corner.
Yeah, mine.
Rob was just trying to give me space. Oh, you're too wide there as well. I love it when you just do back to pits when you drive straight at the wall at the end and press on at the latest point you can.
Right, come on, team, go. Leave the rest for dead.
Right. Oh, keep going, you got it. Space.
What do you mean? I know I've got it.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Righto.
Lewis overtook him.
Oh yeah. Hello.
I had a mishap.
He went backward.
Oh, Declan.
Hello, orange friend.
Right, just going to reset the server and then we'll be back with Mondello Park.
Will be.
Sorry about the short wait there, guys. So we're back with you on Mondello Park. Everyone's just getting loaded in, so we'll crack on with some runs in a second.
Shit your pants, or
There you
I
go,
mean,
guys.
crap your pants, and just wing it from there.
Where are we?
You're on the back section as you turn right and just go round to the start line at Mondello, rather than have to drive all the way out from the pits every time.
I'll have to join you guys in a minute. Forgot to do my stretches, and now it's catching up with me.
Oh, Declan's in, so that's a good sign.
Oh, hang on. I've drift.
I'm in here and
Driven
I'm just
straight
moving
through
the
the-
seat up to the roof again, doing the whole roof cam.
Well, what we might end up doing, me and Rob, one that is if you're on during the week, like away from the stream, is if you're struggling with your wheel, we do a thing where you remap the wheel, and it makes it feel a lot smoother.
I'll
You got a
join for that
G29.
No, I'm just saying, like, if he's having issues with his wheel, we can try and
On any
make it
wheel,
smoother.
that generator is brilliant to do.
Yeah.
See, I found it didn't help my T300.
T300 is perfect the way it is.
But anything like TMX or T150, G29, G920 Liberator is the way forward for it.
Oh, just 2 runs in a row I've gone off there.
You arrange a date, Brian, where in
Ah,
the evening and we'll run you through it.
Yeah. There.
Except tomorrow night, because I'm making Hot Boy stuff happen.
Oh, I'm a
Thanks-
fan of
thanks for that, Tristan. Thanks for the pictures.
Oh, I was like, for what? That's the idle screw that we need
Yeah.
to play with,
Wrong way.
but it's made of plastic.
Oh,
Don't break it.
Yeah, and if you do, we need to take it off, which is inlet manifold jobby off.
Go on, Craig, do a lead.
I've never driven this. This is
Oh,
my
okay. I'll do a lead for you then. I'll do a lead.
Yeah,
I'm on the way.
Can't be a bit of a cam boy.
Oh, that was a bit too big of an entry.
Oh, right.
Did you win it
no,
off
no,
Arctic
okay.
No.
So the first thing I'd say.
Oh, and
is
I've gone
get
off
some
there. I am not
get
doing
some
well on this
penetrating
tonight.
fluid.
The only thing I enter for on R Kings is a Mark II Escort. I'll take nothing else.
So Paul, get some penetrating fluid on the screw,
Yeah.
and then we'll play with it during the week.
Oh, you're trying to help him fix his car?
Yeah.
Sorry, Lewis, I forgot that it was that
I'm
layout.
not going fast enough for you, Rob.
I got caught out by your unexpected slowing. It's very different to the line you were taking last night.
Was it?
Oh, nowhere near fast enough there.
It was a better entry than what you were doing last night. Just caught me out because it wasn't the entry
Well,
you were
clearly,
doing last night.
clearly not. That's a better entry, but I hit you.
Yeah, I hit you because it wasn't what I was expecting.
I need 4.
I liked the way when Declan loaded in the server, it loads up as Declan Byrne IRL. It's like, yes, you are Declan Byrne in real life.
In Ireland.
Go, Lewis. Go, my boy. Go, my child. Not off the grass. Sorry.
I was trying to save it.
Did you see how close I just ended up sneezing the ball?
Nice run.
That was a good run, yeah. I'm gonna soften her up a bit.
For you
Don't know
doing
what the
like
rest
0
is.
laps in these cars already.
Yep.
I'm getting a lovely curry cheese chip and chicken dippers from the takeaway. Oh, can't wait.
Oh! Sorry, Tristan.
I hope it gives you the scour.
It does crash.
Yeah. Turbo down.
Oh, didn't go in gear.
Don't worry, guys.
Oh,
I'll
that
get clip 3.
MX-5. That MX-5 mod.
Ah, I'm on the
looks
grass
unreal.
again.
What, the pink one?
Yeah.
Well, there's not another MX-5 in here, is there? The pink one. Bryn loves it. He requested that colour.
There's nothing wrong with the pink MX-5.
He demanded it. Wanted nothing else. No, it's a good little car though.
MX-5? What?
MX, we're talking about amazing.
So you
MX-5s
want it candy red?
Who are we
I
talking
wanted
to?
Mariner Blue, like my old one.
Me? I don't. Oh, yeah. Let's go with candy. Let's make
No.
it better than my actual one.
Well, the photos you sent me are candy red.
Yeah, I know. I keep thinking about whether to do it candy red or classic red, but let's face it, it's a virtual car. Why be boring?
Midnight purple. Can't go wrong. Oh no.
Woo! Intense.
Look at that.
This is my
I'm
favourite
getting
layout they ran at Mondello on this side of the track. I really
Yeah,
like the
it's very
Drift
good.
Masters layout they did last year.
All rings, lads.
Right, I'm limbered up and ready.
Oh my god, people.
Stop saying these things on stream, Brian.
There's nothing dirty or wrong about that. People need to know that you should look after your spine.
Do the
Yeah.
old opposite run there, Rob. Go on, you lead. Oh, damn.
Oh, rubbish.
I'll leave the next one against you.
Sorry. Close. Sorry. Throw it too early.
My headlights are still down, Robert.
What?
My headlights are still down.
Are they
Sandwich.
down in anyone else's screen?
Tristan.
Yeah,
your
mine.
headlights down.
Yeah, I think they were. Hang on, I'm gonna come and see.
That were a good run.
Yes, they are.
It sounds like maybe you didn't upload the update, Rob.
Maybe. Maybe your car only looks really cool in my screen.
Aww. I can't remember the entry point, so just watch yourselves.
We'll let them get away for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the same as Long Beach, but longer, isn't it?
Except as soon as you go over the hill, you launch.
Except there's no walls and the track layout's completely different and it's in Ireland.
Sorry, Craig.
It's
Oh,
alright.
that one about the entry, I remember now. It's as you go over it, it goes light.
Yeah, you can go into that entry with a lot more speed than you think. It does like slow down a lot quicker.
Oh, it's a commitment corner. I love it.
I couldn't do
Yeah.
the transition, I clipped your car as I did it.
Oh, I'm finding it very hard to drive it. And then the Subaru's on my door here touching me.
Oh God, you're
What, you in?
screwed.
I'm going up the left side of the track on the return.
Declan's in the S14.
Ah. Oh, Craig's in the wrong S13.
I know. I jumped in. Mine's all like multicolored and everything.
Oh, it's
I
disgusting.
guess Steve beat you in the server.
Are
Hey,
we gonna go fast? Are we
calm
gonna
down
go
back
fast?
there. We're waiting for Craig does mischief.
Whoa! That was an interesting line.
I think he did camp things.
Oh, I'm in the grass. I'm in the grass.
You led us all astray.
Is anyone behind me still?
Yeah, me and Lewis are catching back up after just giving them room to decide whether they were on the track or off the track.
I don't think we decided.
No, we have no control over that. Craig, we're used to it going off.
Let's try this again.
Right.
Right.
It is as deceptive, this track, as
So,
in digital life as it is in real life.
When's your next episode coming out, Craig?
I don't know at the moment. Actually, no, I do. I have a Drift My Ride coming out next weekend. 350Z, standard one, like total easy build spec. So we're gonna do one of those with the main man from Driftland, Stu. So Stuart,
Lewis!
ah. So
Lewis!
I didn't know where to go. You were like
an old drift
jolting everywhere. You were rubber banding a bit. I didn't know where your door were.
Yeah, 350Zs are a very nice chassis.
Yeah, they're good cars. Like for they need so little done.
Yeah,
And-
you just gotta mess with the electrical stuff and then you're good to go.
Yeah, like the engine's brilliant. I know everyone. If you don't, everyone goes, "Oh, the engine sounds terrible," but really, who cares? It's a cheap car.
Just don't
Put a
straight
back
pipe
box
them.
on it. Doesn't sound so bad then.
Yeah, just make it
Like
not the
everything.
biggest thing ever.
Not like
like
all the
everything
BMs you're
drift
going to buy
away.
otherwise are any better.
Actually, the more I think about it, the more every engine sounds, unless it's a 6-cylinder. Oh no, because
What?
it's BMW. So if you've not got an RB or a 2J, just don't put a straight pipe.
Nah, my V8 sounds amazing. My V8
Oh, yeah,
sounds like a NASCAR.
Allow that.
Will we?
I've never heard a 1UZ sound like it ever, but mine's.
If I come and see it and it doesn't sound like a NASCAR, I'll be very disappointed now.
You know,
If
and
you've
I've
been
even
lying
got,
to us.
and I've
If
even
you don't
got,
want to shout like Ricky Bobby after that joke fires up.
I've even got a button on my dash which is labelled ASBO, which turns it on to pops and bangs and massive things.
Oh,
You
I'm
child.
coming. Shut that logo in your
Giant man child. My parents are so disappointed.
Is that just because the pop and bang mouth?
Very much.
Not being funny, Craig, but you're not invited for Christmas.
Or your birthday.
Till you take that ghastly pop and bang map off, we won't be associating with
Put it off the road.
Sorry, Ralph.
Was Lewis doing Lewis things?
No, Declan was doing
doing
Lewis
good
things.
things.
No,
Yeah,
I
I was
wasn't
doing it,
involved then. I was just there.
That's enough for you to get the blame though.
What's the travel range adjustment that can be made on the cars? The literally range of travel on the suspension, or is the spring?
Don't know.
Got somebody asking technical questions.
Yeah.
I don't know
Pepper,
which
so
it's limited
cold.
to on this actually. I've never actually tested it to find out.
It's just
Normally
after
the question
suspension,
Rob normally gets is
suspension,
when he's doing
ADV.
money.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. I just don't know which it actually does.
I'm trying to generate a bit more forward grip.
Have you dropped the rear roll bar?
Yeah.
The trick to it is just the way you pedal the car, because they're
Yeah.
all got the same forward bite as each other.
One
Yeah.
thing to do is if you do turn the turbo down, stop spinning the wheels quite as quickly.
Or just don't pedal it like flat out.
Yeah, that's the other
Oh.
thing you should do. Just don't press the right pedal just quite as much. Oh, I am terrible.
Because
to
all
that.
these cars are fairly evenly matched, even with different weights, wheelbases, powers. They're all done just so that we could kind of do sessions like this and have a laugh, regardless of what car people are in.
Oh, Craig, on the subject of V8s and also 350Zs, have you seen Luke's car that we've been building?
No?
Have a look. Luke Tranmer on Instagram. It's a Mercedes M13 V8 on throttle bodies.
Wow, a Mercedes.
Yeah. They're quite a nice engine, really.
Are they complicated? Like that's all the thing I always hear about the Mercedes stuff is that they're designed to do one thing, and if you try and make it do something else, it can get a bit iffy about it.
They're not too bad. They're still quite basic at that era, but they are a little bit weird. They've got 3 valves per cylinder, which is slightly odd.
What? Yeah. What are the? 2 inlets and 1 exhaust, or
I think it's 1 inlet, 2 exhausts, but I'm not sure on that.
Why?
Don't quote me. I don't, just
Don't
because I guess that gave them the valve area they wanted for the chamber shape.
so you have 1 big inlet and then 2 smaller.
I think so. I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked at the head. But yeah, the manifold should be done soon. That's gonna make a good noise.
So what's it going to be running?
In terms of what?
Is it turbocharged?
Just NA.
Any?
Yeah, it's Drift Cup and sort of maybe BDC Pro-Am spec. With the potential for nitrous if we want a bit more power.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I've got on mine as well. We got scared in the Dynatome, we didn't turn it on. And,
What's wrong with you?
Everyone's doing it these days, isn't they? It's like the next thing.
as far as I went away, I kind of gone away from it. It gets really expensive because
Yeah.
you go, oh, it's not, and then you go like, well, I've used how much and how long, and you starts to add up pretty quickly. It's great as a little. I'm going to have it in as a death mode because we worked out the rods could actually take it, but I need to test if the gearbox can take it first.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of nitrous conceptually. I don't like the idea of anything that's a consumable item.
Yeah, that's why I went for a turbo. It's just like you could have just thrown more nitrous at it, but it's just not like really quickly.
Are you using the nitrous as a horsepower adder, or are you using it to get away from lag?
No, I like because of the V8 I've got makes like 320 Newton meters from idle. Like lag isn't an issue, and then it's just. And the thing is, I haven't driven it with boost yet, but it like jumps from 3. It doubles the turbo, doubles how much torque it has, but I never found a problem with it. NA.
That's what Mr. Dean himself and all them were doing it for, is just for lag. They're just doing up to 3,500 revs and it's off then.
Well, that's been the game changer, hasn't it? It's like you say, it's using boost to make up for that hole in boost. Using nitrous to make up for that hole in boost is really it's good for.
Yeah, I kind of like those. I don't think I really will ever get to that level of needing that. It's just not like the amount of power you're running there for that to help you. It's just
1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, it's just
basically.
like I'm gonna add it back into the car just for shits and giggles. Oh, excuse me, for giggles.
It's all shits and giggles until you giggle and shit.
Jesus.
Where's Declan?
So much
I
for the
wanna do a
tame
lead,
language
bro.
on stream.
I wanna do a
Okay,
lead.
mate.
I wanna
You
see
go
if I
through a
can-
dying
I want to see if I can actually do a lead against Declan without him shoving me off.
I'm gonna try and chase you in the midst of dying, Craig. Myself.
Well, you just need to hold on for like 15 seconds. Oh, whoever hit me, you saved me there. I was gonna spin.
You're welcome.
Kind of like just when you're driving this distance behind people,
You've had it
everything is
before,
just a
like that, haven't you?
surprise.
Yeah, just turn the boost down. I have the boost control on the paddles.
Yeah.
So if I need a bit of grip, I'm just like, fucking 20%. Just down to nothing. It was at 40% there just to try and catch up.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Now I'm unmuted, correct?
You're still alive. Well done.
I just couldn't remember which way was mute. Oh no, I'm gonna start coughing again. Hang on.
Attack the wall.
Bryn, you led me astray.
Yeah, kind of having a hard time here, Tristan.
Are you choking?
I am choking on my very manly drink.
What is your manly drink this evening?
Yeah, what choice did you have this evening?
It's pretty
What-
much the
what
same as
plate-
yesterday, but without the grenadine. You know, healthy option.
So what's this one called?
Pineapple and
sandy.
gin. It's not a sandy. It's a sandy light, I guess.
Right.
On you through there.
Greens.
Oh, messed it up. No.
Mediterranean. What did you have for dinner, Brian?
My initiation onto your dog was incredible.
Yeah, I've to. This car gets very light at the front, so I have to left foot just to try and get it to come back to clip 2 a little bit, just so that it'll spread to clip 3 nicely without it just missing it all together.
Yeah.
Bingo, he said it.
It's pretty much the
Tree.
same with... it's pretty much the same with all the cars.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
they all
very
run pretty
realistic
much
in
the
that
same
regard.
data.
I'm doing very what would you say, coordinated moves to actually go through the first corner like you would in real life. Exact same initiation, everything. The track is actually very good.
Oh no.
Craig did it backwards while leading a train. That always goes so successfully in our experience, Craig.
Like Craig knew what he was doing.
I forgot
Oh.
this track that I barely qualified in, and then qualified. I forgot that it was the one. It's been too long.
So is the series this year just one class, like 70 drivers?
Yeah, so there's no pro and pro-am, and
So you can go out on the top 30. So you have to qualify for top 32, or are they doing a
yeah,
different?
that's the thing. You have to qualify, but still very much a challenge. Who's in it from pro?
I mean, I remember at one point when the pro class had 40, 50 drivers anyway, and the semi-pros had like 65 drivers going for 32 spots. Like,
So,
and that was
Have
still
they-
2 classes instead of 1.
Yeah.
so have they decided that everybody's at the same level and they're doing it that way, or are you just gonna have like 40 guys that never get a chance?
Yeah,
It-
you're gonna have
it's-
40 guys that never have a chance.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much.
So what is there anything for them, or are you just going to practice basically?
Just 70 drivers straight into practice and then qualifying, and just hope you get to top 32, I suppose.
Right.
It's gonna be very interesting. Battle.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a very.
even just like
um,
psychologically, I bet there's some people who'll just shine through that just because they can just turn it on.
It might be a very good thing though, because there's some drivers out there that don't have confidence following anyone. Whereas if I know that I'm following in behind someone that has their fucking head screwed on, it'll mean then that I can actually practice properly. No mistakes, no nothing, door to door, go mad. It'll be very, very good for that.
And everybody gets to
Mindset.
practice, no matter what the level of driver is you're going up against in practice.
Exactly, yeah.
So they should hopefully start to level out from top to bottom of the grid a little bit quicker, because anybody can practice with what are the higher class drivers from previous years.
I suppose in some ways it kind of takes the pressure off the guys that are not expecting to do very
to
well.
get
as
in
well.
anywhere.
The thing I always really liked, it seemed to always show through more in Ireland than it did in BDC in years past, was when the weather was bad, you had all these guys come through to the top that on a normal day you'd be like, where the hell are these people?
Exactly.
You know, the little guy in his AE86, I
David
can
Hobbs.
never remember his name.
That's him, yeah, David Hobbs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Very
like a
cool
wet
car.
day, and he'd come through and you'd be like, well, how the hell is he even doing it with so little power?
I actually think that his car was more competitive with the beams in it than it does now with the one you.
Oh, it was a beams. Nice.
Yeah, it was a beams one. Ragging the head off, and I think it was actually quicker that way. You know what it
It's-
was with
Like a car like that as well. When you've got an engine that's like that, you just have like one mode, and it is kill it all the time. And sometimes that just translates into you driving better, because you.
yeah. Oh, definitely.
I have to say, recently I've found the cars I've driven recently, the most ones I'm having the most enjoyment out are the ones that you just have to kick
Oh, don't say
the
that.
hell out of.
Don't say that.
Alright,
Craig.
gentlemen.
I managed to not swear there. I was quite impressed with myself. Didn't have to catch myself.
I'm just about to finish turbo in mine, and now you're coming out with this stuff again.
Like the one car that I would say was that
Somebody please give
E36
me
compact.
the downloads to get on. I'm missing
Yeah,
quite a
I'll
few.
do it.
Oh, it's
I'm quite sure
mine.
now.
A voice from
Come
beyond.
The real Martin.
I'm being an awesome boyfriend. No.
Oh, you're being an awesome boyfriend.
We're going to Teesside tomorrow. Tess is currently getting her car ready, and I'm like, yeah, I'm drifting.
Is she there watching you on the sim?
No, but she'll probably hear me. No, she's currently getting her R33 ready to go on the trailer so we can leave for Teesside.
But you're at the unit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine I've just sent
Oh,
it down.
that's very nice of you. Her R33.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. Let's not say anymore. I have just helped her do an alignment on it, so you know she's gonna rip.
Is it actually her car now?
It's not her car.
She drives
It's
it
her-
more than you.
It's her car. She's in charge of it and she's using it, but it's in the family.
Until it's broken, and then it's hers.
That when she breaks it, she does have to fix it.
Dude.
It sounds kind of like my friend's dog. It's only his when it's doing
Oh,
something
shit.
stupid.
Bryn, what was that? Let's take Declan off on initiation. I'm doing a flick big enough. I'm going to wipe him off the track.
I'm in the lead. It's my track.
Good luck, everybody else. It's like the Family Guy version. I am my driver. I indicate now. Good luck, everybody else. Takes out 4 lanes of traffic.
I'll accept that.
It's just the way I was trying to catch up, and then Bryn's just like, and I need to initiate on the white line on the right-hand side of the track to do a flick to the left. And Declan's car was 2 wheels on the grass trying to avoid you.
Well, I'll try it again.
This time I'm going to follow you directly behind your number plate.
Thank you. I believe that's the idea. Didn't somebody do this at IDC the other year? They were alongside when they needed to be behind.
That was Bagsy, and no, it wasn't.
It's probably a few people, to be fair.
Wasn't that Jack and Connor?
Wasn't there also one with Mr. Scott?
Oh,
When they ripped that
no.
wheel off his car.
you got a lag and just the whole thing went weird.
Oh, I'll tell you what else
Trade
I'm excited to see
car.
this year. Mr. Egan's MX-5. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Josh's.
yes.
Yes.
Josh's
The other
MX-5.
Egan. No, the other one. Brian Egan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been looking
You,
at that
you
car.
misspoke and somehow, by technicality, were correct.
Got
Yeah,
out of it.
That's how that was.
No, I said Egan.
He did say Egan.
I was just then confused whether I'd got the wrong Egan.
He's not wrong.
He's made an interesting gearbox choice though.
Oh, is he? I've not seen. What's he gone for?
RB box.
Oh! Is that because he's got a load hanging around from the old car?
I don't know. I think he
You
changed
should
it
see.
because the SR box wasn't going to last.
There's our boxes
See
don't
the
last.
tube front on that car. Really cool. You have the anti-roll bar and everything mounted up because he has no choice. He has literal choice. Just a really cool car.
Yeah, I'd really like to get a good look around that.
MX-5s and cages though are very claustrophobic.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Unless you're Bryn. Is very
not
short.
not got a cage because even I think it's going to be horrible.
That's a massive advantage. But even Brian had a Cusco cage car. If you know Cusco, it's my dash dodger cage for an MX-5.
They're really small.
Are really small.
Any good?
As in, right along the door is way in. It's a Daigo cage for an MX-5. It is unbelievable. Combined.
Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
Sorry. Oh damn. Because I'm gonna need to get something at some point.
I'm just gonna bail from that.
Now that all the tracks we have left here, you do need a cage to twin.
Oh, Declan's picked the loudest 13 in the server.
You don't need Driftland. You don't need one for Driftland.
You guys are well far away.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
gonna be probably about 2 years before I'm to Scotland. So. need to do
Okay, yeah,
something.
this is low.
What are you moving to Scotland for?
That's where my girlfriend's family lives.
Did you
Then
not say
Driftland's gonna
on
go
stream
first.
that?
You
Did you
moved
not
to
say
tracks
on
that go
stream
bust.
either?
That's how
Does
this
no one
works,
remember
Greg.
what he said on stream either?
Where did you move from beforehand?
Well, there weren't a track where I lived, so
What was your closest?
probably still Pod.
Oh, rubbish meat. Terrible.
Actually, no. To be fair, I live near Donington.
Oh god.
Venue.
Brilliant.
It's me.
It is you.
Right, I'm gonna move to America then. Let you guys get some tracks back.
This has unusual noise to it.
Oh, it sounds fantastic.
I just want to fire second into the back seat going through a toll bridge for this thing. Jesus, this is brilliant.
Paul used to drive it all the time in our server, and it just flat out continuously because it just sounds so good.
Oh, do you guys remember Paul?
Yeah, he used to tandem every day, didn't he? I feel like I
I thought
built that
we
car for
tandem
him, and
once
then
in a
he
blue
never
moon.
uses it.
Oh yeah. Anyway, sorry. Going back to where we were. So you didn't like the Cusco cage?
No, it was very confined for an MX-5. Like anything apart from a half cage, if it has anything in front of a main hoop, it ruins an MX-5 inside.
Yeah. That's why I've been looking at some of the ones that have the bolt-on top bars, just so I could move them, put them in the back when I'm actually driving to tracks, so that it's not quite so horrendous. You just put them on when you get there.
Callum said he'll be on in 10 minutes.
Mr. Craddy.
Whoa, nice bail there.
Why, thank you.
This thing is
I
so
could
meant.
just hear you bouncing off the limiter trying to keep with me.
I am going to be as Irish as possible and just absolutely rev count max thing. I want to see like the rev count actual display. How many times I've hit the limiter in one.
Craig. And actually anyone. Does anybody know if any of the tracks allow like a T-top cage for twinning?
Driftland is allowed. Well, you're allowed nothing at the moment.
Oh yeah.
So for an MX-5, you have to have the rollover hoop. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bar, but here it's all full cage. I'm just thinking about the ones, you know, you got for the top bar, it's in the middle, and you haven't got anything directly above your head.
Normally, most of the cages I've ever heard talked about, they want the side impact. It's the door, it's the crossbars. But if you don't have all the top stuff, then the crossbars, you know, they're just gonna fold in on you. So,
Well, no, you do have a. I'm trying to think, like you know, like a Targa top, where
Yeah.
they've got T-top cars, where there's that central bar, but then you can remove the two little bits of roof,
yeah.
kind of like that in roll cage form. So you don't have one above the top of the driver's window,
Well,
you've
the
got
whole
two big ones in the middle.
yeah, because the whole thing about the cage is like to have a rollover structure. I just don't think it cross-referenced. Like, would it? I think
No, I don't think it
on
would, because
you need that square is there to keep the whole cabin. And people would just be like, nah, that looks complicated. I don't know what that means. If you could design one that would work, then you'd still have that problem.
Of it
Yeah.
not being used to what people,
Yeah.
you know, people look
Yeah.
at a diagram and go, that's what I'm expecting. It's different. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean, because you do see them in some convertibles in some race series, but that's why I don't know whether they'd accept. Or
I
like
think
you said,
if you could get something like that was maybe like an MSA approved something, then you might get away with it. But
I suppose that's a point.
You see, the thing is, you see all the open top
Callum,
MX5
that's,
race cars
Declan
over in
Byrne in that.
America. The ones in America, like, they don't run a roof, but if you see a front end shot of one of those, the main hoop is really tall. The problem is the main hoop
yeah,
will
it
actually
goes
rule
over
over the head.
like, yeah, you can't put a roof on them, can you?
No, you can't. The only thing you can do is put a bikini on them. Don't know if you've ever seen anyone putting a bikini on top of them. It's basically just like a tar.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got one. Half built.
No, I knew I was going to kind that wall.
Declan, 1 week we need to see how many Irish drivers we can get on, and just do Irish tracks like here for Moy.
I wasn't anticipate. I'm normally over to the right hand side when I initiate.
Oh no, we don't allow that.
Because we did
Sorry, Steve.
we did Drift Matsuri a couple of about 2 months ago on Anglesey. That was good fun.
Yeah.
All
I'd love
three
to try
tracks
that,
in
actually.
use, and then we did Rockingham the
I've
other week.
always meant to actually go to Anglesey.
You should.
I've never
It's
been,
an
and
incredible
Wesley
track.
has often offered me to go over, but funds just never allowed at the time.
Yeah,
Funds never allowed when
it's
I was...
always the ferry, and the same reason I
Ever.
don't get over to Ireland that much anymore. It's always just the costs. Well, Martin, you're really quiet.
He is. He's dead quiet.
Sorry,
you know.
my helmet off at the moment.
What?
Alright?
My VR thing, I've got it off my head.
Oh, right. Yep. Yep. Sorry.
I call it my helmet.
I thought you were doing a Max Cotton where he was on about who hasn't put on their race suit and sat around their house.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Martin. You know, he goes for all of the top end
Definitely
setup.
not done that.
But have you pulled the handbrake?
And made it better. I got a meme to send you later, Martin. Oh, and the picture of you and Brian Egan, that was brilliant.
What, that you posted?
Yeah, it's in one of our team chats, don't worry. I'll send you
Hey boys,
New cars that I've had to download.
it. I sent after we were mocking Max last Saturday. I was at the track on Sunday, and he did a lovely flick initiation at Three Sisters, and then grabbed the handbrake. And I was doing panning shots, and I got like 2 frames, one without the handbrake and one with. And I put on the top one. I was like, when you initiate, it just doesn't quite feel right. Add the handbrake and make your drifting better. Sent him it. And he was like, do you have to? And I was like, yes, your dad said it's funny, it's not bullying.
hey up guys.
I'm the only one that made it through, that was funny.
I
Craig,
couldn't
did you
see
see
you,
that
I could just see
proximity at the
Declan's
end?
car. Yeah, see the proximity of me on Bryn as I hit him?
Beautiful.
Yeah, I did. It was beautiful.
we were doing.
I've never-
We need to clap ourselves for that one. We did another good one there.
I think I've joined your team with that.
Yeah, welcome
Yeah.
to Go Leave Everyone for Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, Kip's here.
Kev's joined us. Kevlar!
What up?
How's my fave baby boy?
Hey, buddy.
Full of Chinese food, that's the answer.
And I'm having a curry cheese chip. Haha.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
lovely.
that's the stuff.
What do you mean? It's the best thing you could ever have.
It's not.
It's not egg fried rice, is it?
I had Singapore.
You're a
rice.
simple person, aren't you, Britain? The
Egg fried
best
rice
thing
is
you
one
can
of the
ever have,
greatest.
egg fried rice.
Yeah.
Who goes to a chipper in Ireland and not get a spice bag? You don't know what spice bag is. But spice
I
bag.
don't know, my experience is whatever I ordered, I got a side of attitude.
I
by
can
being
hear
English.
Martin Richards in the background faintly saying, "Oh yeah," he's like Kool-Aid man.
But,
He's
no,
just
it's
there.
because I've done all the downloads and I think I'm.
You're almost ready to join.
Oh, that lag when he joined. That was not the one.
Don't blame
I got
it on
lag as he joined, as I went over the
Don't
hill.
blame it on me.
Blame me for things I can't be responsible for.
Craig does
Yeah,
no line.
I was blaming Martin, not you.
Oh.
I got what? Did I get 2 clips? This might be my 3rd.
Out of like 7 or 8.
Oh
I
no!
wasn't counting.
Somebody followed me. I just wanted a solo run.
Where's Craig?
Oh,
Craig,
lag.
he's coming up to the start line.
Craig's
I
got a
got,
trash car.
I got so much leg.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
Do you want to do
Here
a
we go.
chase on me, Tristan?
I can chase you, I might hit you, but that's a risk I am willing to take.
No fear, death or glory.
I know what's coming.
Ah! Death!
Brian!
Oh, oh my! Still trying to catch him. Rob, you're doing a solo run.
I noticed.
You guys pulled a length on the initiation.
Correction.
So I'd wait for the dive.
He was doing a solo run. Until he hit the wall.
What's this, the normal Mondeo layout?
Uh,
Just so I know.
Global Warfare 2016.
Oh god, I don't know what year. I'm going down here and then right, yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, that's it.
It loops back on itself
And
to
then it
finish.
goes left.
How did you manage that?
Once you rub the second wall, it's just keep left.
Yeah, so you do this transition here, Martin, then it's 3
Yeah,
clicks,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I've driven this before. Oh, yeah.
Oh, listen to the. Oh, he knows what he's doing.
That sounded real confident, Martin.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
crash.
gonna regret that.
And it was right on the stream as well. I was just behind you. That was great.
Right, that was my warm-up lap, now I'm coming for you.
Oh, there's a load
Have
of
you
people.
got the special sauce on?
Have you lowered all your suspension settings and put your cheat setup on?
No, it's lowered his
Just
tyre
taking the
pressure.
roll bars off,
No
that's
pressure.
Ah, I can't find the gear.
Bye, Craig.
For the car with the lowest horsepower, Bryn does the biggest flick on initiation.
Oh, hello.
That's because I've got no horsepower. What do you want from me?
It also has practically no weight in that car.
Yeah,
No horsepower and big cojones.
that's how you drive such a car.
it. Oh,
Am I no longer doing the biggest flicks?
Ah,
No, Bryn's using all the road.
Well, I tried to use all the road, but he was in the way.
What am I turbo at? Oh, jeez.
And what you didn't see is me and him did our own run, where I overtook him on the outside on the clip 1.
It was quite impressive.
Craig speaks good English. What are my turbo at?
He's
Whoa,
Scottish, you
it's a
got that.
button.
Brian, let's go.
Okay.
Oh,
Bye, Bryn.
Oh!
Oh!
Whatever works for you, chase driver.
Yep, I'm just going to initiate on that line because I was avoiding Bryn.
Bryn, who I might add,
Sorry about that, guys.
was
I
in
had,
the lead.
He wasn't going fast enough.
Brian!
oh, somebody help me get to that clip, thank you. Hey, that's not helping me though.
Are you warming your tyres?
Hey, Bryn.
What? Help? Yep.
God's sake.
He's taking it really seriously, hasn't he?
These real world drifters.
I'm sorry. I took no excuses and no like time to not do donuts at the start line of Mondello just because I could at the time. I was that guy at the start line of
This
Mondello
isn't
that
going to
was
go well.
just doing burnouts and donuts for no reason. Just because I could.
Because they put a burnout box and allowed it.
Yep.
Whoa, sorry.
No, because because Mondello hated when you put your tire into the grass in Mondello, but what they couldn't see wouldn't hurt them.
Right. If you smoked it out and then did it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got running.
Oh, you're scared of the lead lane?
No, we were just going to let someone else.
This is like real drifting.
Let someone else lead? What, like me? Again?
How the hell I pulled that back? You're beyond me.
Just
Sorry,
because
Rob.
Martin had to have a thing on his car to get him to do the chase lane.
Ah, just overcooked it.
Get him to do lead lane at events.
I was always doing lead runs.
I
It
can't
was all
believe
the
that's
other
actually
people.
a thing. Can't believe that had to be a thing. Right, I want to be at the back somewhere.
What's the thing?
Drift Masters
sure?
had to put a sticker on the cars and mark how many lead and chase runs you did to make people do an even number.
To make it more fair, because a lot of people just did chase runs, especially when it was tandem practice as well.
That's crazy.
Do it in Drift Cup.
Right, I'm just going to go down the back somewhere.
To be honest,
let me
in Drift
overtake
Cup-
you then.
To be leading.
It's better for streaming if I'm toward the back. More fun.
I might say that in Drift Masters then. It's better if I do a chase, because I'm streaming. Yeah? Oops, sorry.
No, that was all me.
Sorry, Kev.
I was waiting for it.
Oh, almost had.
I hit the wall further round anyway.
We did a run.
We did, didn't we? We're getting a bit better at this one now.
You'd think like we've actually done some drifting.
I know.
Just so you know, we're going real drifting tomorrow.
I am next Sunday.
Is the car completely ready? Is it all, everything?
What are you doing?
What? The R33?
Declan's got,
Yeah.
Declan's
Yeah, it's
got
all
the
ready.
here,
It's
look.
got 100 horsepower more as well.
Woo! Is this going to be the first time she's driven it with 100 extra?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Oh.
Tristan! Spinning me out before I even get going.
Oh, that was just chaos. How
All I
did
did
you
was
get 100 extra horsepower in it? Did you just turn the boost up, or is it?
Basically went and saw Greg, and yeah, a bit more boost, and it was always safe before. To be honest, the R33 hasn't been mapped ever since that engine was put in the car.
Uh-huh.
It was mapped in the Sora that the engine came out of, but yeah, when it was put in the R33, it was never actually mapped.
That's insane.
So it's had 8 years of not being on the rollers.
We're talking about 33s. Where's Kai hiding?
A good pig. You should literally call that car the good
You going in
pig.
front, Kev?
Oh, it is. I'm touching wood right now, but it is so reliable and so good. It's almost unbelievable.
Here's where the very tiny pinhole you've made in the piston from never having it mapped suddenly becomes a problem.
Have you opened it up at all, or have you just?
Yeah. So because the engine came from Japan, pretty much unknown what it'd done, but it was very good condition.
Uh-huh.
Drove it for 2 years in the Sora, then took it out, and it's been in the car 8 years. And I decided to take it out and refresh the bearings last year before we went to Gapville,
Okay.
and took the bearings out, and they were absolutely mint, like still look brand new kind of thing.
Come
So
back in.
Uh-huh.
just out of just because we wanted to, we just put some new ACLs in it
Yeah, yeah.
and put it all back together.
And now she's just getting a little bit more boost, and she's going to be a little bit
Yeah.
more lovely.
A little bit more boost and it'll probably blow up.
Well, don't say it.
Even if it did, I would, I'd not be bothered at all because it's basically.
Well,
They
didn't see you
can
there,
use it
Tristan.
all the road.
Didn't even know Tristan was there.
Bryn just launched his car on 2 wheels into Craig.
I was trying to actually start initiating.
Oh, hit the wall. Tags the wall.
I think I need to go through some old live streams and make a soundboard of commentators' random things.
What, every
The
clip tree in the
streams
whole,
and
in the whole championship?
Oh
yeah?
god, all of us.
You're just gonna do a compilation of every clip tree in every championship.
You could do literally a compilation
And-
of Bryn screaming.
I think we need to do a compilation of Max doing handbrake drags.
Be a long compilation.
I was going to say that'd be hours.
Like literally no drifting, just handbrake drags. Just make like the background just changes and it's just handbrake drags.
I did that once. And I'm not going to say who
Where
it
did
was.
you come on, Martin?
Can you,
I had
can you,
Rammed.
can you do it where Max pulls the handbrake and that doot, 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 music comes on?
Is there any way you can link the handbrake to the horn?
Oh, I could do that
I
in 10
wasn't
minutes.
steering across the finish line.
Yeah, the horn.
I
Martin,
was
are you
just
gonna be doing that to Max's
Matthew
car?
Denham once.
I was just letting my car sit against the side of yours and you did all the steering across the finish.
Martin, you can just tell him you're making it better. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we,
I did it to Matthew Denham once at a Mattiori, wired a horn to his brake lights. He was driving around the pits going, what the hell's going on?
yeah, we kept talking about doing it to Chris because he used the handbrake way too much in his first seat. Also talked about wiring up a little yellow light on his dash to remind him to actually press the throttle after he'd been on the handbrake. The amount of battles he lost because he stalled the car because he forgotten to keep the revs up.
Apologies, Rob.
That's alright. I need to sort out a little bit better way of doing the pits on this. I maybe need to rotate them a little bit more.
What, so we don't actually all spawn
Pull it
on
back.
track?
Crash into each other.
So we don't just like run into each other as they spawn 90 degrees, yeah.
Everybody ready?
Always.
Yep.
Oh, that launch!
Oh, totally missed the clip.
Oh yeah.
A bit slow there, boy.
There. Don't know why my car's so slow on takeoff.
Where's the down
Martin
button?
has super secret suspension settings.
How's the secret sword?
He's let all the tyre pressure down again.
Callum, all the content's in the usual place.
I can only find the track.
The cars are in there.
Ooh.
Skyline,
Sorry.
Street, and A86.
That was good run.
Oh, that's why I'm looking for bloody E86 Street. Why am I looking for E86 Street? I've connected
Martin, have you been out driving yet this year? Have you?
No.
Nah.
I'm hoping I'll have a little go tomorrow. And it'll be like the whole transition from sim driving to real again. Oh god.
First thing. Oh, it was
Where's
like
the reset to pits?
Yeah.
First spin out. Lag caused it.
Take the roll bars off of it!
Where the hell are you guys?
I
Actually,
was a
there's a
bit-
question.
I was
Martin, do you
sleeping
run?
off the line.
Do you run with your roll bars?
On Tess's one we do. On the R32 I don't.
sorry, Greg.
Do you run a front anti-roll bar?
No.
Wise fab.
Not with Wisefab. I'd like to experiment with a rear anti-roll bar on the R32, but to do that I need to modify the exhaust quite a lot. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like twin outlets on the
On the
back.
33, is it the stock one you're running still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually an adjustable white line one.
Oh, okay. Just same
But
thickness.
on the least.
Kev's
Yeah,
just
the
getting
softest
his quick
setting you can
notebook
get
out,
on.
ticking off questions that he wants to ask over the 33 hours.
I'll get in there when I can.
Oh, I'm sure I had a question, but I can't remember what it was now.
Come on, Craig.
Oh, do you want another question? Oh, sorry, I'm trying to do gears. My
That was
gears
the
are falling
scrappiest
off.
entry from us all in a while.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm still managing. Oh, missed that big crash.
Yeah, me and Craig.
I know, Rob.
We're still like,
Craig,
who's
looks
going
like
where?
calling you Dango.
Actually, my question was about flywheels, but DMAC answered it.
Nope.
I say, don't you already have the flywheel?
Yes, I do. That's what made me remember. I looked at it. Oh. Which is also why I'm not asking the question again, because I don't want a different answer now.
Everybody ready?
Yeah. Oh, I got a huge lag.
Who's got the lag as well?
Me? That was terrifying.
Jesus Christ. I absolutely crap myself. It was as I looked back into going towards pit 2.
I thought we were going in the wall then, Declan.
I said if he doesn't know I'm here, I'm just gonna hit the limiters and he knows.
I
Yeah,
could
that
see you were
car-
there, but I was just like, I'm going in the wall and you're going to hit it with me, and we somehow avoided it.
That car is just a problem with that because you can't take your foot off for the limiter.
Right, you ready?
How are we forming two lines again? We just get to clip one and then it's like havoc as people try and work out who's going where.
Everyone's gonna look like a tackle chip now, a lad.
Ah!
I'm forcing myself through there.
Ah!
Oh no!
The new
I
car.
tried to catch up.
Catch?
It's catsup.
Yes, Craig. We didn't die.
4 of us got around a lap.
We're all
High
going down
five
now,
to
but
us.
I'm in the lead, and I'm not done it out yet.
I did take out a few people to make it to the finish.
Come on.
That sounds like a them problem.
Oh,
Who's
both
going?
went for that. You go.
Sorry, Bryn.
It's alright, mate. You go ahead. I'll catch up soon.
Uh-oh.
He even said my name right.
Ah,
first
too
time.
wide.
Rotate.
Oh, no.
There you go, Martin. You need a boat.
Oh, that beautiful 8.6 remains untouched.
I'm trying to get used to a new car, and I just got pushed all the way around there for as long as I lasted.
Paul, where are you?
Which car?
I'm
I've got 350.
Oh, that's not
right
That's car.
where I'm coming to the line.
Ah,
I'm in the red 8.6.
the Red Oxide 86.
Aye.
I like how Paul goes in the lead as well.
I'm off, I'm fucking off.
There's Craig. There's Craig.
Craig, Tristan, just hang back a bit. There's a bit of chaos going up here. Still some chaos.
I'm using
Tristan!
Tristan was like, there's chaos ahead.
I was
Let's
backing
be-
off and Tristan's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm going for it.
Well, you transitioned, so I went, I will move on to your door. And then there was other people also around.
Rob,
I was
need
hoping we were going to
357
stay
right
doing
hand
donuts
drive.
there for a while.
That's the bit I didn't anticipate was the other people around.
Not waiting for everyone.
Oh, fuck! I hesitated on that one. I threw her in a little too hard.
Oh, how the hell did I miss you there?
Sorry, Rob, if I hit you.
It did, but it didn't make any difference to my car. I just see it tap the back of it and you rotate around.
Yeah, I was coming too fast and I just went, oh no.
The second 5 seconds of that run was just arms and legs all over the place.
Oh,
I'm not fast enough to join in that.
The
Irish
the
are here,
Irish
everyone.
doing rings.
Squeezing through that.
What is going on?
The Irish turned up.
If lads doing rings.
Yep, I've gone.
Doing different.
Holy shit!
Oh, Paul. That is a small contact.
Paul appears to be going Super Saiyan.
Hello, Kev.
Hi, buddy.
I pulled a U there. I went off the course, so I said I had to scream.
Right, there's only one way I can jump out.
Oh, Craig is still here.
I am still here, yeah.
He's gone very quiet.
Yeah, why can't we hear his wheel?
2 more.
Can we get one decent train going to end this stream?
Unlikely.
Yeah?
I'm in second place, probably not.
When do you need it? Oh!
Oh, and it was you, Rob, who ruined it.
Oh, I didn't ruin it. I was following Craig.
You were
I was
in the middle
wrong.
of the
I
road.
did nothing wrong.
You
It
two
was
came
all
in
wrong.
quick as anything behind me.
That's what you do.
Craig tagged me.
Not when the person in front is going their pace.
Ah.
Sorry, ma.
You know, it's because you've said, can we get one more train? We're going to be at this for like 50 minutes.
The next half an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
4 days later.
Martin, you're more optimistic than I am.
Well, this is not
Yeah.
going
What's Kev doing
to
on the
be
grass?
at least 3 wide.
I want to drive
yeah.
over you.
Yes, Tristan.
Why is Craddy trying to barge in?
Come on,
Well,
single wide.
I'm pushing in because I've only just started. I need to skids with people's.
So being at the front is the obvious choice.
Probably not behind me, but yeah.
It's fine. Let's get it with you on Friday. Yeah.
Hey, you needed that.
Fuck!
Oh, that's gone well for you. Oh god.
Just pushing Craig round.
Oh, Rob!
What are you doing up there, Tristan?
I got the hell the left foot brake there. The 2 of us were in the wall.
Yeah.
Now where's
I just
Paul?
managed to settle it
Out of
after
all
the
people, I could have
contact.
been sat behind now.
Paul, where are you?
I'm coming to the line for a bit of rings, lad.
Oh god. Oh, lads in twin cams doing ring. Oh Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm trying to get somewhere. Like,
You ready there, lads? You done?
Oh,
Oh,
gee.
what on
We're
earth?
running off the line.
My carpet's on fire, lads. Keep on.
What the hell happened to MX5?
I just yeeted out of there. That was mad.
Love taps for Tristan.
Craddy wants to love tap me.
Look at how it worked. That's how
come on,
that
you show off.
worked without the MX-5. As soon as you get rid of the MX-5, it's fine.
That was incredible. That was a 5-car train.
That was a
Oh,
5
no, I
car
missed
train
it.
and nothing went wrong.
No, and you.
right, thanks to everyone that's been watching the stream. We'll be back again on Friday night if anyone wants to join us. will be on a public session, so we'll set up some cars and tracks and things. So any of you lot can join. Just make sure you're in the Discord. All of the details are in there, and just let us know if you want to attend, and we'll make sure all the links are available for you to download the content in advance. So we'll see you again Friday, and then we'll be back again with another session